Question 19, factorising. Factorise 6 plus 9x. Remember, factorise means you're going to have to put it into brackets by finding a common factor. So you've got 6 here and you've got 9x here. First check out numbers. What's the highest common factor of 6 and 9? Well, that is 3. That's the biggest number that goes into 6 and 9. There's no letters on both sides, so we're going to open a set of brackets. What do you times 3 by to get 6? You times it by 2. And then what do you times 3 by to get 9x? You times it by, well, 3 times 3 gives 9, so 3 is positive, and you need the x, so it's that, 3 and 2 plus 3x. Part B, factorise. Now this time you've got no numbers to find the highest common factor of. You've got no letters, but you've got a squared. Now this is the part where it's up to you to realise that you've got a square there, so y squared is obviously a square, and there is a square number. So this question is the difference of two squares, which you might remember doing. Basically it's going to be a double bracket like this. The square root of the first part, which would be y, will go at the start of both brackets, and then the square root of the second part, 16, so that's going to be 4, will go there and there, and then one has to be plus and one has to be minus. And you can always check it by multiplying back out, because y times y will give you y squared, 4y gives you 4y, minus 4 times y gives you minus 4y, so they cancel each other out, and then 4 times minus 4 gives you the minus 16, so that's how you get that. That's the difference of two squares. Look it up if you're not sure on it. Question C, factorising again. It's quadratic. That one was quadratic, which is why it goes into two brackets. Quadratic just means there's a squared part. Now, when you're going to put this in, I'm going to make two brackets like this. Now remember, the first part is got by doing that times that. The only way of getting 2p squared is by having a 2p and then multiplying it by p. So 2p times p gives us that 2p squared. Now, usually, if it was just p and p, you'd want two numbers that multiply to give the last number and add to give the middle thing, which would be minus 1. But this time, what we want is two numbers that multiply still to give the last number. So that times that is going to be minus 10. Okay, so our only possibilities are minus 1 and 10, or 1 and minus 10, or minus 2 and 5, or 2 and minus 5. They're the only possibilities, the only ways you can get minus 10, by multiplying these numbers. Okay, but to find out which couple of numbers we're going to use, we need to know that 2 of this one, because 2p times this number added to 1p times this number is going to give us our minus 1. So 2 of this one and 1 of that one. So what we need to do is, to get minus 1, we need to use 2 of a number and 1 of a number added together to give minus 1. For example, 2 tens is 20. Add a minus 1 to that, you get 19. We want minus 1. So let's check the next one. 2 of those minus 20, add 1 gives you minus 19. Again, we want minus 1, so it wasn't that. Let's try this one. And you can try both the other way around as well. So 2 fives is 10, and add minus 2 is 8, so that doesn't work. Or it could be 2 minus 2's, which is minus 4, add 5 is 1. That's close, that's minus 1. So not that one there. So this one, 2 of those would be minus 10. Add 2 would be minus 8, so it's not that. Let's try 2 of these. 2 2's is 4, and then add minus 5, that's minus 1, so that actually works. So this last combination is the answer. We want 2 lots of 2, so 2p would be multiplied by 2 to give 4p, so I'll put 2 there and it's positive. And then p would get multiplied by minus 5 to get minus 5p, and minus 5p add 4p would give minus p. So that's your answer.